Cheers, legends. Sammy from Short and Stout Beer Reviews. We've got a spontaneous review once again. Most of them are. Anyway, it's by Philter. It's their double IPA. I think it's a seasonal release from these guys. They're based in Marrickville, which is in the inner west of Sydney. Very, very good spot for craft beer. I think there's about a dozen breweries, and you can pretty much walk to most of them. So yeah, pretty cool. I wasn't sure if I'd had this beer before in the past, but I actually looked it up on Untapped, and when they first brought it out, I actually had it at the brewery with some really nice pizza. So yeah, pretty cool. That would have been a few years ago. So yeah, 7.8%, and I've got a feeling it's more West Coast. I can't remember, but all it says is double India Pale Ale, Idaho, Sabro, Citra, and Mosaic. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's more West Coast than hazy. We'll soon see anyway. So hopefully everyone's having a good weekend. I'm currently hanging out with Drew from Miscellaneous Brew Reviews on his panel, and I wanted to do another beer review, and yeah, it's good to crack another one and keep going. So I've got my Carwin Cellars glass. Nice little glass, this one. It's a little bit dirty. We'll try and get rid of that. So yeah, it's got a bit of chill haze, but clean and clear, I'd say. Very carbonated. It's good to see. I'd say about a 3-finger head. And it's like in the camera it looks darker than what it is. It's like a straw colour with a slight orange tinge to it. Let's go a whiff, shall we? Not getting much on the nose. So you're getting a little bit of pine, like a bready, biscuity malt. Maybe a touch of grapefruit, orange. Getting some pineapple as well. It's all there, but yeah, just very mellow. I feel like the flavour's going to hit a lot more than the aroma. And yeah, really nice day outside today. I don't know what it's like where everyone else is, but good to see the south of Australia is finally turning it on. So yeah, I'm getting a little herbal note, some pine, some grassiness. Yeah, predominantly citrus, then with like just a little touch of pineapple. Hmm. Let's hope it's got those old Westy vibes and a bit of bitterness, and I'll be happy. Cheers, Daniel. Good to see you, brother. Hope you're well, dude. Hopefully you're having a good weekend. Anyway, I'm going in. Cheers, guys. Quite a nice mouthfeel on it. For like a West Coast style beer, it's like quite soft. Yeah, you're getting that bready biscuit sort of initial malt flavour. Maybe a touch of caramel there. It leans more towards like a new school West Coast IPA. Carbonation's good. Like it's sort of got this soft, pillowy mouthfeel, sort of like a hazy, but like it's got this big whack of carbonation like afterwards. I'd say medium body. It's pretty much like nearly even medium to full, sort of high end medium. And I've always found it interesting when like some breweries will say I like double IPA, and then others will say like dipper, like double IPA. I remember I had one at a festival, it was Gab's Festival in Melbourne, and it was like I think it was like 4 or 5, and it just said IPA, and I'm like, that is madness. Only thing with this glass, it's a little too small. Got to fill her up about 3 times. But yeah, I love that logo. It doesn't really show very well. It's almost like the writing needs to be separated a little bit. Great bar, the old Carlin Cellars. Absolutely love it. One of the greats of bars and bottle shops in craft beer in Melbourne. Good people. So I'd say with this, it's more sweet than dry. It's definitely some bitterness there, but it's like I'd say IBUs. It's like probably moderate level. It's not really punchy, like kick you in the teeth bitterness. It's one of those Westies that, yeah, like I feel like anyone could enjoy. As far as the booze goes, yeah, 7.8. I don't know if I'd call a 7.8 a double IPA, to be honest. But yeah, I feel like for me, a double IPA needs to be over 8, and then a triple's like over 10. But yeah, we won't get into arguments about ABB because that could go on all day. Oh, okay. I didn't expect that. I thought he would have been going strong. Oh well. Yeah, no worries. Whatever's going on, I'm up for. Just drinking a modern double IPA, Westy, Craigie boy. In the UK, do you get many breweries that call them like IIPA instead of DIPA? In Australia, it's sort of like some breweries do it, some don't. But yeah, Sabro, what is it? Idaho, Sabro, Citra, and Mosaic. I like that sort of retro look too. It's cool. Just the diagonal print, the simple colours. Yeah, just something cool about it. Stands out on the shelves, definitely. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I thought. I feel like it's like an Australian thing. Cheers, Vanessa. Good to see you, mate. Hope you're well. Vanessa in the US, do you get many double IPAs where they say like IIPA instead of like DIPA, if you get what I mean? So it pretty much stands for like Imperial India Pale Ale, but then most of them will say double India Pale Ale. But yeah, Philter. From what I remember, I think the main person at Philter's a female that's very, very cluey about her beer and has worked at a lot of different places. And yeah, I just remember when I went there, I was blown away by their. They had really good customer service and their pizzas were phenomenal. And I looked up on Untapped just to see if I'd had this beer before because I wasn't sure. And then when I went on Untapped, it come up with if I can find it. Yeah, that was the picture. So I was at a table with this friggin' awesome pizza, and then that was the double IPA in that glass there. And the cool thing about that is I'd gone to a festival at one of my favourite breweries, done the whole Sydney beer scene for the first time as an adult, and yeah, got to know like one guy really well who's become one of my good beer friends. So yeah, pretty awesome. Yeah, you'll have to check it out, Vanessa. I'll be heading over there after this, mate. Hope all's well, anyway. Yeah, yeah. No worries, dude. I'll see you over there. Yeah, it's just the only thing that concerns me is 7.8 for an Imperial India Pale Ale. Like to me, that's not high enough. I feel like for a for it to be an Imperial IPA, it's got to be like 8 to 10%. And then I think once you're over 10, you sort of triple IPA, quad. Yeah. It's always a subject for discussion. But yeah, good beer. And I don't think I've featured these guys on the channel. They deserve it. I remember first having their beers at one of our festivals. And yeah, I think it was like I had a feeling it was just a straight IPA and a lager, and I really enjoyed it. And then I reckon the following year, or maybe 2 years after, they had like I think it was like a rum inspired stout or like a Caribbean stout or something like that. It was really, really nice. And it was just so different to anything else I'd had in that sort of area of the festival. So I remember going back for a second. And quite often at a festival, that's rare for me because I'll just be like trying to try as much as possible, like from all these different breweries. But yeah, to go back and get a second always means like, yes, brilliant beer. So yeah, like obviously I'm a fan of West Coast. And yeah, this has got the Westy vibes. It's more modern, but yeah, quite delightful. And I can see why I paired it with that pizza because yeah, I feel like a high ABV bit of like Westy goes down really well with like a nice hearty pizza. Um, yeah, I'd probably score for this. I'd probably say around I'm going to say a 4.2 out of 5. It's quite nice. And yeah, I need to revisit some Filter. Be good to do a showcase of their stuff on the channel. It's one thing I wouldn't mind doing more of is on the channel doing showcases of some good Aussie breweries where I just do maybe 4 of their core range beers and just talk about the brewery and give you a little insight into their beginnings and stuff like. Yeah. But yeah, from what I remember, I've got a feeling the lady that ran Philter was like based in Victoria or something first, and I don't know. I could be completely off, but they started off very, very small, and now they're. I mean, they're still pretty small, but they're doing pretty well. They're sort of like solid and established, and I may as well pour some more. My buddy, my little dog. I mean, at the moment in my backyard, there's a bit going on. There's a huge tree that fell down in the wind. And then right down the back of the yard, there's some like fairly long grass. Anyway, my little dog, he he's got a habit of sort of going exploring and stuff, and you don't know what's going on. And the older dog will be just hanging around like real loyal and always want to be where I am. Anyway, I've gone out the back and I'm like I could tell the older dog that something was up. He was sensing something's going on. I'm like, I got to check it out. And the little fella's gone missing. I'm like, oh, fuck, where is he? What's going on? Because one thing I always worry about when the weather gets good here is snake bites. You don't want to see your dog get bitten by a snake. And the other thing I have to worry about now is when the tree fell down, it knocked down part of the fence. So, little Jackie boy was clever enough. He could just leap over and go for a wander, and I wouldn't see him for a while. So, when he disappeared and I didn't see him for ages, I'm like, oh no, what's going on? But I don't know what he was doing, but he's finally come back. I was out in the backyard for about 15 minutes trying to find him. Such a massive yard. But now he's settled. He's having a little nap, so I think he's been running his little heart out. So the other beer I'm on at the moment, just while I'm on the panel with Drew, and that is Mountain Culture, also a New South Wales brewery, and Green Cheek are out of California in the US. So this is a really good collaboration. More of a hazy beer, but quite the smasher. I haven't reviewed it yet. It'll be coming up on the channel soon. I got a whole case of it, so it's been my go-to beer at the moment. Been enjoying it. So what did I say for this one? I reckon about a 4 point. I think I said 4.2 out of 5. Good take on a Westie, more modernised, but good hop bill. It's got that like bready, biscuity backbone, slight touch of caramel toffee. It's like mainly like citrus, like grapefruit, orange. It's got a little hint of pineapple to it. And I got some pine as well, which is good. It's got some sort of herbaceous notes. Bit of bitterness, more sweet than dry. Yeah. If you see any Philter, get around them. Good brewery. And I need to get back to Sydney again and do the whole Marrickville mile, as they call it, and do a bit of a walk around and check out all the breweries. Because, it was a really good time when I went to Sydney. Really enjoyed it. So what I did is I went to the festival at Mountain Culture, which is out in the mountains. I stayed the night there, and then I come back into the inner west of Sydney, and I made sure I got a hotel right in the thick of it. And then I just walked around and spent 2 full days in the inner west brewery. So that was really good. Sydney's a great place. It's just quite expensive, bit like Melbourne. Yeah, anyway, I'll wrap it up now. Thanks everyone for chiming in, and we'll see you on the next one. And I think we're going over to Ghost Channel now, so check us out over there. Cheers.